Are you ready to redefine what it means to thrive at any age? Welcome to Age is Just a Number with BJ and Ruth. In your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, you deserve to live your best life. Say goodbye to preconceived notions and let's shatter those stereotypes together. Get ready to own your vitality because age, well, that's just a number.
Hey, thank you for joining us today. It's BJ.
And Ruth.
And we're back talking all things health and fitness, and especially, again, as we've been saying, how you can accomplish your fitness goals and really to talk about what's possible at any age, really. A big part of what's possible comes down to, what you believe, right?
Yes.
The great quote by, I believe it was Henry Ford that said, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right.
You're right.
So, we're going to talk about those things and other things along those lines as we go on. But today, I think one of the things we wanted to talk about is, Ruth, I want the easiest way to be fit and healthy. I want to eat pizza. I want to watch TV and watch football. My daughter was sleeping over at a friend's the other day, and so she asked me the next day, so what did you do, Dad? I watched football and ate pizza. So that's all I want to do.
Right.
And I want to be super fit and healthy and be in good shape and be attractive and all that stuff. What's the pill I can take?
You want the magic pill?
Yeah, or the shake. Is there a shake that I can...
No, there isn't a shake. And blue pill, red pill, there's no magic pill. Green pill, there isn't. It's you make the commitment to yourself, you invest the time, you invest the effort, and you do it on a regular basis, and you just start, you just go.
That's not what I want to do.
No, it's not. Everybody wants to, one of the most common questions I get is people say, I want to look like you. And it's like, are you sure? Because it takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of work. And people just think it came easy. In my case, it was 10 years of learning, educating myself about nutrition and about diet and about training and going into the gym, showing up every day and taking the rest days when I learned the value of those and the importance of those, but being consistent in doing it. And so a lot of people, and we're in this world where we want instant gratification. We want it now. And so a lot of the marketing approaches are always, well, if you just do this, or if you just eat this, or if you just, no.
Now, let me just stop everything right there. Eating a certain way that makes sense for you, but is healthy, is important.
Yeah.
Doing certain things are important. And, I think we could say it this way. There's no quick fix to all of this, but if you will do certain things in a certain way and follow certain principles, your results will come more quickly. It doesn't mean they're going to come overnight, but they will come more quickly if you do things properly and do certain principles and apply certain principles. Is that safe to say?
Yes.
So, unfortunately, that means I don't get to stay home, eat pizza, watch TV, and be fit and healthy. So I think this is kind of the burst the bubble episode, if you will. And you may say, well, we knew that. And sure, we all know that, but I think it's a matter of saying, okay, well, I know it. And so based on what I know, I'm going to build a plan around what I have to work with. I think that's the other part of it is there's no quick fix, but if you have, I don't know, let's say you have 2 evenings a week, okay? If you have 2 evenings a week to do something and you've come up with a plan that requires you to do 5 things that week, it's not gonna happen. So we wanna make a plan that fits within your schedule. And in terms of eating, I think probably that's one of the easiest things that we can do, right? Mm-hmm. Is figuring out a way to prepare ourselves ahead of time so that we can have healthy food available.
Yes, and there are many different ways of doing that, and there's not one size fits all. You have to incorporate what works for you.
Right.
Like for instance, BJ, you do more meal prep than what I do. I'm now in a world where it's just me, and so I don't. Gone are my days where once a week I would make all my food. I don't do that anymore.
Right.
But I will.
Some days I don't do that either. I should say that. Some weeks I don't do that. So I didn't do that today, and so I have no cooked chicken at home, but I know what I can.
But you kind of know.
I substitute tuna for chicken.
Right. Or eggs or something as a protein source. But and in my world, I'll tend to first thing in the morning, it's like, what do I feel like for dinner? And because I'm pulling it out of the freezer.
Right.
But that's as far as I go. I actually like to take the time to cook the meal and
right.
instead of just grabbing the container out of the fridge. But I've done both, and I think a lot of people get into that. They don't think like that. They're kind of always in the moment, in the now, and then 5:30 comes around and you're exhausted from a work day, and you want to relax, but you got to make dinner, and it becomes a chore, and not something that you enjoy.
And you phone Pizza Hut or.
Yeah, you don't phone Pizza Hut, but a lot of people do. A lot of people phone Pizza Hut and stuff.
Yeah.
Or if you go to the grocery store because you don't have anything ready, you'll often gravitate towards that pre-cooked chicken, that pre-cooked stuff. And it's great in a pinch, but on a regular basis, it's not so great.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, if you're getting just the roasted chicken, then you need to understand what it is you're getting and what parts of that have what value for you nutritionally.
Yeah.
Right.
But how many people do that? How many people just grab the roasted chicken? How many people do not grab the fries? Yeah, me too, but most people do.
But here's the thing. I think what we're talking about is understanding, kind of in a broad sense, that there is no quick fix to this nutritionally, and what you ultimately put in your body, regardless of what supplement you take or what you take this magic pill and it's going to block your body from absorbing the fat from this or do that. Ultimately, none of those things are going to replace the solid foundation of proper nutrition.
Exactly.
And you're not going to be able to work around it. How's that? Right? From a health and fitness point of view, right?
Well, from a health and fitness point of view, you can out-train a bad diet.
I was going to say those are my exact words.
It's a catchphrase that we all kind of incorporate, and it's like, if food is fuel. So if you're going to eat badly and make bad choices, and then the person who goes into the gym and expects that 30, 45 minutes, 60 minutes is going to undo it all, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. So you can't do that. If you do,
and
you won't hit your goals.
And the reason I chuckle is even I think that sometimes. I'm gonna have an extra free meal or extra something in my free meal, so I'll just add an extra 5 minutes to every cardio session, which by the end of the week should amount to X number of minutes. So I should be okay. Does it work like that?
No.
The extra minutes, sure.
Yeah.
But the response from your body, not so much.
No.
So again, we're talking about lifestyle, right? And lifestyle means something that you can reasonably do on a day in, day out basis, and you can comfortably live this way, right? If you, Ruth and I were talking about this, that are necessarily the way we train or when we train or all of those things, that's not for everybody. But you need to find a lifestyle that makes sense for you, and one that you're prepared to stick with and you can work with, and you can, it doesn't mean that it's going to stay the same all the time, right? For Ruth and I, we're in different places. I'm still competing, but there's going to come a day where I'm not competing. So my lifestyle is going to change in terms of maybe nutrition and training and frequency and things like that, right? Yeah. So it's not like, well, I have to do something and then I'm going to commit to this for the rest of my life, but you are going to commit to something that's realistic for you, that you'll be able to evolve and grow and change and adjust to match your life, period. and whatever that looks like. For example, here's a good one. What about having a holiday? Well, you can have a holiday and, eat whatever. But if that's what you do before you go on the holiday, then it's really no different.
No, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So if we've established health and fitness as a lifestyle, and you go on a holiday and you have some time off from the gym, and you have some time off from eating maybe 100% properly that you would normally, that's not actually a bad thing. That's a good thing for your body. It
is. Right. And you know what? Something that we really haven't talked about, but there is a mental component attached to good fitness. Because if you're, again, how many times do you not want to go to the gym? You talk yourself out of it, and then you feel worse after. You start to feel the guilt of, I should have gone.
Sure.
Now look at me. You look in the mirror. If you're carrying even just a few extra pounds, it's like you look in the mirror. You don't feel proud. You don't feel happy. You don't like your image that is showing back at you. It's hard mentally. It's hard. It affects your self-confidence. It affects your self-esteem. And so if you give yourself that gift of, hey, I have value, and I'm worth the 60 minutes. I'm worth the 45 minutes. I'm worth the trip to the gym. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel amazing.
Yeah.
And then you're going to start to see, for some people it's bringing in that belt size a little bit. For some people it's different for everybody. But the person who doesn't feel good about themselves standing in the mirror naked, it's like, it affects your whole outlook on who you are.
Sure. And I think, we call it being comfortable in your own skin, and really just own whoever you are. And if you need to make adjustments, then make those adjustments, but don't beat yourself up about it.
No.
Right?
No.
Because that will have the opposite effect.
Yep.
Right? It'll hold you back. You won't end up going to the gym. You'll end up, again, browbeating yourself, thinking that that's somehow going to help, and it's going to have the opposite effect. So today is all about lifestyle, making good lifestyle choices and figuring out what that looks like for you. And we're going to have some different people that will bring on different episodes to talk about things we can do, lifestyle choices, things we can do for, whether there's training things, there's nutrition things, there's all those things. We want to incorporate all of that into what we're doing. But you can start real easy and make some better nutrition choices. That's an easy way to do it, right? So we're going to have a mini ebook with some recipes in it and just some practical information for how can you set yourself up to succeed when it comes to nutrition. Because like Ruth said, and I was laughing when she said it because I was about to say it actually, she took the words right out of my mouth, that you can't out-train a bad diet.
Can't.
So,
No.
So if you're going to do something this week, go for a walk, be kind to yourself, be good to yourself, eat an apple, have some salad, enjoy the day. See ya.
Bye.